LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense who will have the football first. LSU had to fight for every bit of it, but they took home the boot the last time they saw the Razorbacks.
Yeah, close game. Those rivalry games are fun to watch, especially when they go down to the wire. And LSU did what they needed to do to get the boot, to take it back. Now it's on the line today, Palmer.
That's what the LSU coaching staff was so happy about, was that their team could handle their emotions in a rivalry game like that against Arkansas and do the things you need to do to win it late.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Pressure coming. Buried before he can blink.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The LSU Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, Sam Levitt. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for space, it's Berry. Hard running there. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. With the catch, it's Harris. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, These rivalry games, a lot of times, they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The run inside. It's Berry. Might have a chance. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they have the first points of the game. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Motion from the back. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Gets away from one, finds room. He smashes his way through again. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Off play action. With the catch, it's Durham. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking for a crease, it's Berry. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running to the left. And he could not get loose on the run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and
makes a grab. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two. Maybe a crease. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield. It's Platt. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Gets down, and like you say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Running inside, it's Smith. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Berry. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Russell. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a golden boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they've played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll run it. It's Russell. Got some room headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That's caught. It's Wilson. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air. It's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Rushes on him. Did the work himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, Tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the gun. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and first.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lost one down the sideline. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. LSU right back to the line. Caden Durham again. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Offense staying on the field It's Durham. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's a problem for the defense. On fourth down like that, you've got all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If one guy's out of a gap or one guy misses a tackle, it could be a home run, and that's exactly what happened.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Smith takes the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Tight end now in motion. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Durham one more time. And they swarm him under.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Here's a give to Durham. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Handoff, Durham running left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running inside, it's Smith. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Final game of the regular season, just waiting on this clock to run out. Let's check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the hunt. Finish a game like these guys have done. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs. The give to Caden Durham. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the heat. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The run inside. It's Russell. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Makes the grab in their space. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Sends it back in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, LSU! That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense in the...
Turning it on! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Jackson will throw. Fires complete on the crosser. The Razorbacks take their first time out. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This one's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking for a gap. It's Hall. There's some room. Got enough for the 1st. Hall down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to ride this running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. LSU quick to the line. Off play action on 1st down. Got a man, it's Wilson. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. One more play to pad the stats. They believe they can run right here. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.